Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. The 1969 Ford Mustang. Obviously, this one's been played with a little bit. Welcome to Celebrity Cars, ladies and gentlemen. We're located just down the street from all the shiny lights on the strip. And we like to play with cars around here, if you haven't noticed. And this just came in the other day. I don't know if you can hear it real well because the microphone is actually right underneath my chin. So I know you can hear me, and you probably hear a little bit of this Mustang, I would think. It's pretty special, tons of technology, push button start. I'm just getting it out of the way right now, so you guys can go along a little long for the ride just to see the stance and what this thing looks like cruising along at a really slow speed here in this showroom. I have my no foot on the brake. Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna put my foot back on the brake and I'm gonna hit this little starter button just like you'd find on a brand new car today. And it shuts it down. It's gauges in here. Some carbon fiber all around all the gauges. It's pretty sick ride. Well, welcome to Celebrity Cars, folks. We've got all kinds of things in here for sale. You ever come to town, you want to stop by here while you're on vacation and see some really cool cars, please do. I haven't really driven it yet. It's amazing. The stance is super cool. Double check for me, folks. You can leave comments. You can give us a call here. I believe that there are an adjustable suspension up front. I know it looks a little low, and I know that it looks super, super cool. And I know 50% of you online are looking at it going, wow. And the other 50% are going, hey, raise the front end, would you please, just a little bit? I get it. And we're tossing that around, but this is the way the car came to us. It turns beautifully. There's enough room for the tires and the wheels. This lower spoiler down here, quite frankly, is not, it's a little loose, but it's so low and it's kind of not flimsy, but it, when it gets a little close to the ground, if it does hit it, which we've kind of sort of found, it just kind of like lays it over a little bit and it springs back. It's kind of awful, but again, one of the reasons why we want to get it raised. But it's kind of a soft plastic down there, and it's just a little help the coolant. It looks cool, helps the cooling when you're driving down the road, sweeping the air up underneath there. We all know what they're actually for, but it looks super cool. But easily replaced. Easy to replace, I should say. But raising the car would really help things out. The paint is a beautiful color. It's a rare, they call it something black. And I really can't remember what the name of it is, but you'll read about it at Celebrity Cars. But it actually comes off of more of a blue hue, but it is actually has black in the color name. It's a special color. There's Mach 1 kind of down here silhouetted in the paint. I can't remember if this car was a Mach 1. I believe I was told that this was an original Mach 1, and then all these cool things were done to it. If you notice the Wilwood braking system all the way around, they're no joke in the rear, and there's certainly no joke up front. So, super incredible braking system. These one-off wheels are painted the same color as the car. The tires are all in beautiful shape. The interior is all brand new. Black leather in there. I told you about the carbon fiber little inserts around the gauges. Really cool. It's an automatic too, folks. So just in case you're following, this is an automatic vehicle. It's got the special shifter in it, and all those cool things. I did film the undercarriage of this car the other day. So you'll see that either at the end of this video or right next to adjacent on at celebritycars.com to see the undercarriage, and you're just going to be wowed at the money spent on this car. Go to celebritycars.com to find out also. We had a nice talk with the person who owned this car before, and the countless hours that he spent to make this car. And it shows, because this is pretty darn fabulous. Okay, as far as, I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. If you've ever watched these videos before, you find me walking around the car. I get down here first and I look and see all the scratches and dents or whatever, the normal stuff going on, you know, normal driving. Here's the thing, folks, this car is crazy show ready. I'm not gonna, there's really nothing to pick apart. This molding across the front is, you know, could be a hair straighter. Is it noticeable? Not really. This metal bodywork in here between the bumper and the nose is a little warpy, I guess. It wasn't the straightest thing to go across here, but it's metal. I can feel it goes around. I'm kind of being picky, and after I said I wasn't going to be, but I'm just giving you a heads up on. There's, you know, every once in a while there's just a little mark in this flat black bumper here. There's a little itty bitty one there. Down here on the bottom, back to this little spoiler underneath, if you will. There's a couple scrapes on the corners and stuff. This is a very, very low vehicle, and although it looks super cool, but you're going to scrape that from time to time because of the fact of how low it is. But we obviously have some aftermarket headlights in here. This is very, very custom. This is, I'm not sure if this is a billet grill or not, but billet started doing things like this, and it certainly looks like a fancy grill up front here. But I don't. The only thing I see, Quincy, everybody say hello to Quincy on the camera. Every once in a while I say, hey Quincy, can we show you some things like this panel right here? Every once in a while you'll see a light mark in the clear coat. If I see it here, and because of the lights and the fancy lights in here in Celebrity Cars, and then I go here, I can't see it, and then I go here, I can barely see it. It's just clear coat stuff. I can't get my fingernail in any of these marks. The paint finish feels good, but I would think it would need a light clay bar and a good polish. No, okay, let me rephrase that. It needs a light clay bar, and then it needs a polish. And 99.99% of all these little marks are going to disappear. I only leave the one measly percentage out because there's probably something on here somebody would have an issue with. But it's my job to kind of sort of tell you those things, and I haven't really seen any because I know that a polish was really going to shine this thing up. Here, well, come on over here, Quincy, over my left shoulder. I would like you to kind of sort of go back here just beyond the wheel, and I just want to show the folks at home these body panels and this door alignment and how nice it is. Is it, you know, completely flush? No, it is up here. Is it down there? Well, you're being real picky if you're going to beat that up. It's beautiful. From here down is, I believe, a wrap, a sticker, and it's all the way across the bottom. I kind of love it. And it does incorporate this silhouetted Mach 1 labeling down here, but it's also a protector. It's pretty darn easy to get this up on a lift and replace these flat black pieces. It is a sticker. I can feel the edge of it. Wow. Let me make sure I'm saying the right thing here. Yeah, it is. So easy to replace that kind of stuff down there. But it also protects it, and you get a scrape on there, you can replace it real easy, and it protected your paint. That's good shape. But Quincy, one more time, come on over here, and our eyes are going to refocus on the reflection off the car. And so, folks, if you could, just follow the camera all the way down the side of the car, because you know darn well that if this was all warpy, you'd see the camera doing that. And if I come all the way down here, I mean, look at this reflection, folks. I mean, this car is beautiful. And it certainly all lines up great here. Now, while we're talking about that, let's go over to the driver's side, because somebody might want to do a little manipulating over here, because this doesn't line up as well as the passenger side. I know you guys at home care about this. I don't mean to pick on this car. This is little stuff, but when it comes to the value of a street machine like this, you could get an awful lot. These cars could be really, really valuable. And I know this can be adjusted. This can be enhanced so it lines up a little bit better. Somebody wants to spend a little bit of time. But I just wanted to point that out. And in doing that, I also would like to go and make the trip down the whole side again so you can see these beautiful body panels and that there are no waves, those metal waves that you can't really do a whole lot about unless you take it all apart and redo it again. So the time spent on making this super straight alone is really sick because it really looks sharp. All this, the stickers are down here too, all the way across the bottom, completely protecting the whole bottom of the car. And in the meantime, up here, it's just delightful. This whole hood up front here, every once in a while I'll see a little one of those clear coat marks, like I said, just from normal cleaning and all that kind of stuff, but barely anything. It's a sea of beautifulness. This sticker up front here on the whole hood for the 460, that is all one perfect color. There's no weird colors. And isn't this awesome? The windshield, man, I would say that this was replaced during the build, folks, because this is just a flawless windshield. There's no cracks, there's no little marks, there's no even signs of driving this car. The entire top of the dash is in there properly. Nothing's loose, nothing looks weird, and that's super cool as well. We'll get to the interior back in a minute. Side mirrors are flat black, just like that front bumper. They're in great shape. This whole hood up here, there's no dings up here. There's nothing's bouncing around, Quincy. You can just kind of sidestep to the right and focus on the reflection of the ceiling and our skylights and the lights, and you could see, folks, how brilliant it is. There's not a weird, what's the word I'm looking for? When the paint's not really matching or anything like that, it can get a little fuzzy and a little blurry. There's none of that. It's really something. Okay, these certainly feel original. And they're metal, and they have just a slight patina to them, but I've got nothing bad to say about them. A slight watermark here and there, but they're original, and that's awesome. Now, Quincy, I don't know why. I guess people were screwing with these, and they got their hands on here. This is more of the only clear coat only. There's no scratches going down to the paint. Same as over here. Get a good buffer, spend a little bit of money, and pay somebody who knows what they're doing, and you can get all of these out. If I found a chunk anywhere, a good chip anywhere, I pretty much showed them to you. They're up the front on the nose. They're so teeny tiny. All back here, Quincy, do you mind like maybe coming all the way back here and almost towards the kitchen door there, and look at this, forgive my French, look at this ass. I mean, it's unbelievable. And wait till you see the undercarriage when you get down there too. The exhaust pipes are so cool, how they're angled coming out of the back. All of this is in absolutely fabulous shape. Rear bumper sprayed just like the front. And all of this is great. The stickers, the badging back here is in great shape. Very tastefully done, mixing in with the black and blue paint job, if you will. We didn't spend a whole lot of time on the wheels, only because there's not a whole lot to say. Come on over here, Quincy. I know you spent some time on this one, but that's all right. The barrels of the wheels are all super clean. The undercarriage is all super clean. I don't know how many miles have been put on it since its full restoration. This is the kind of stuff that you're going to find out at celebritycars.com. But man, this is an incredible ride. All right, let's look at the interior. We do have a little security system going on in this car. It likes to lock up when you walk away, which is kind of cool because new cars do that. This has a lot of brand new new today's technology in it. As far as the sound system is concerned, and it's got a big fancy screen there, not as big as you'd find on a Tesla, but the normal radios. It's got all the Bluetooth, and I'm pretty sure you can find a spot to plug in your phone and all those cool things. But the carpet's beautiful. The seats are unreal. All of this they're super comfy to sit in. The windows, folks, are roll up. Okay, they're not power windows, which is good because you know those motors just go bad all the time anyway. So all this has got a real nice little tint to it, and all works great. Let's go over here to the driver's side. I'll get in the driver's seat here, just in case any of you watching are, you know, little guys, great big guys. The seat does move. It doesn't go back a whole lot further than where I have it now. How do I get the seat to kind of adjust and move back and forth? I don't know. Ooh, there it might be. Okay. This might be as far back as the seat goes. I've got plenty of room. I'm 5'10", about 170 pounds, and got a tilt steering. This is good so you can get in and out of the car. The door panels, these are real nice. And your window. The glass doesn't have tint peeling off or anything. They're all in beautiful shape. This rolls real nice. This chrome is beautiful. Steering wheels, super cool. Okay, can't get the horn to work at the moment, but I have the key in my pocket. Well, I thought I had the key in my pocket. Oh, I don't have the key in my pocket anymore. Do I have the key in my pocket? Oh, I don't have the key in my pocket. I've got a Rolls-Royce key in my pocket. Anyway, we'll get back to starting this up and firing it up and all those things in a minute. Extra gauges down here, super cool. You know, we do this video, sometimes it just doesn't show on a videotape just because of the darkness, and you know, can't take the top off of it. Wow, look at the headliner in here. I didn't even see that. But make sure you go to celebritycars.com to see all the really cool photographs of this car as well. Look at this headliner. That's leather. I'm pretty sure that's leather or a real nice vinyl, but it's spongy, so it feels pretty darn good. It feels like leather for what it's worth. I do believe this also has air conditioning. It does have air conditioning. Let's pop the hood and see inside. Getting in and out of the car, boy, folks, these plates have been around. I've seen more of these Ford plates getting in and out of Mustangs. This one's in pretty darn good shape. It's got a couple little scuffs in it. The door jamb area here has got a couple little marks of getting in and out of the car, but these are also the marks that you can get out very easily with some good polish. The center console is super cool. It's in here real good. Nothing's loose. This dashboard, I'm going to grab that too. This isn't budging. Steering wheel, steering column, awesome. This is beautiful. Okay, I could get a real good reflection of myself in the center horn button on the car, which is neat. Okay. Let's show an engine compartment, Quincy. There's door panels on here, good. Door panels on here, good. Door closes nice. All right. Excuse me. Super easy. This as far as the hood goes up. If you could look over there to Frankenstein and his castle. And over here seems to be the Mustang. And I presume it's Frankenstein's Mustang. And an image of this vehicle. So that's one way of decorating the walls of the engine compartment. It's beautiful. I see all the plumbing for the air conditioning. All the cables look to be, you know, not done that darn long ago, I'll tell you that, folks. Get your MSD ignition system down here. Look how close that is. All this build, look how tight and nice they made that. Now you're gonna come over here on my angle, just to show all the belts and how close they are to the radiator and stuff. Isn't that something? Wow. They fit everything in there. Now, the car says 460 on it. I presume that's what the motor is. I don't know. That's what you go to Celebrity Cars to talk to them about, okay? and find out exactly. The headers down here, everything is so super clean all the way down. So yeah, make sure you check out the got a fuel injection system there on the motor. Make sure you check out celebritycars.com for all the details on this build. I know that the person's shared all this information with us, so we should have plenty of information on this car. And I know you'll be able to find out a lot as well on your own, especially by watching the following video after the drive. I'm sorry, because we are going to drive this. After the drive, there's an undercarriage video that you can check out as well. This is an amazing ride, folks. You're looking for a custom Mustang, this could be it. But we're gonna fire it up and we're gonna drive it around the block and make sure it stops and make sure it goes through the gears and all the things that it's supposed to do, so we'll be right back. Folks, we're on the move. 1969 Mach 1 Mustang. So I literally just, Quincy, this is going to be a minute or two longer than what we normally do. This is a special car. I just started it. Obviously, there's no temperature reading whatsoever. I'm just going to keep my foot off the gas pedal, and I'm going to let the car warm up and cruise me down the back alleyway of celebrity cars here. I'm not going to hit the gas pedal at all. We're just going to learn a little bit of this thing's habits and see if it stays at a particular RPM, which right now it's 1,000 RPM, and that's what my gauge shows. It's perfect. My foot, obviously we're cruising along here at whopping, I don't know, 7 miles an hour. It's a very cool cruise because I'm not touching anything. I'm just rolling right along here at a steady pace. It's not increasing. It doesn't want to take off, and it's just super smooth. Okay. Talked long enough, and this is nowhere near warmed up, but I'm going to put my foot on the gas pedal just a little bit. There's second gear. Okay, and my foot's going to go back on the brake. I'm doing 20 miles an hour. I'm just going to lightly apply. I know we've got very fancy brakes, but they need to warm up as well. I heard the transmission shift back down into first gear. I've got some speed bumps over there that I do not want to take because of the ride height of the vehicle. So we're just going to continue to warm up this Mustang by driving it around a Celebrity Cars building. My foot is on the gas pedal. Car staying in second or first gear. Foot's off the gas pedal. Just doing, yeah, that was a neat little sound. All right. We got some people pulling out in front of us. We're in a normal parking lot, so we need to be careful. Second gear means business. Got a couple belt squeaks going on. I'm sure that's just a little tuning thing. They're not overly loud, but you can hear them. And back on the brake. We've done one full circle around the building. We're going to start over again. We've got some temperature reading here. It's only up to 100, it seems. And we're just going to get on the gas pedal as per normal, like we're going down the street to the grocery store. Wow. My foot's on the brake. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I got on it substantially harder this time, but no, I did not slam on the brakes. Our RPMs now are about 800, if you will, 800, 900, with my foot on the brakes sitting here. I'll turn the air conditioner on, see if this, yeah. I can hear it screaming away. going down on the feet right now.
That's a cool gear shift.
It is a cool gear shift, isn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I just turned this center dial all the way over to the left, and now the air conditioning is nice and cold and it's blowing out of these. This is, I kind of expected the air conditioning to not work because, you know, these old cars. But once again, it's a new build, and it's pretty spectacular. I'm still not going to go by those speed bumps. I'm going to do a U-turn here. Look at the turning radius is beautiful, and there's no rub whatsoever. And the power steering is super smooth. There's no weird stuff. This is really something. Wow. Okay. And back on the gas pedal. You want to point the camera this way? Let's see, Mike. Thanks. Now I will say that is the most I've put on the gas pedal with my pressure I put with my foot. And this thing definitely wants to take off. I don't think I'm going to drive it anymore. There's no real reason to drive it down. We got a crappy road out here. Geez, screw it. I'll do it anyway. I told you this would be a little longer. Back on the gas. Air conditioning's on the whole time here, folks. I'm just going to leave it on. Still in the warm dog days of summer. Back on the gas pedal. I got to tell you something very, very surprising about this car. The road I just pulled out onto, although it was just paved not that long ago, this car drives super, super crazy smooth. Oh, the turn signals do not cancel out on their own. It's obvious if they're on or not with some great illumination down here in the gauges. But folks, this is very, very smooth. You would think, you know, you're clank, rattle, clank, clank, like most of these RESTOMODs, the really sturdy suspension. I believe the suspension's super sturdy, but this is a very smooth, cushiony kind of ride. I'm actually pretty shocked about that. Okay, we're going back to the showroom. Our temperature gauge is where it's supposed to be. About 100, 175. Wow. Okay, my left turn signal's on. Heading back to the showroom. Gonna go over some median things here. Gonna make an awful noise. Wow, that wasn't bad either. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. I'm glad and the left turn signal did cancel out on me. So that's good. And my temperature is now up to 195. And I'm just gonna slowly cruise back to the showroom here. No more hitting the gas pedal. The last time I hit the gas pedal, I applied a little bit more than what I had done previously. And this thing wants to go really fast. I can only imagine what it would be like to plant the gas pedal. It's not my car, I would never do that. It's for you to figure out. My temperature gauge is nice and comfy at about 195. It's staying right there. I'm gonna slowly pull back into the showroom, being careful of that front grille. If you take anything with a really good angle, you can avoid scraping that. Sometimes you can. Yeah, you get to hear a little bit more of those belt squeaks. But to be honest with you, it's kind of a charming sound. Yeah, we don't want the exhaust squeaks, I get it, but it's not an exhaust, it's a belt squeak. But I don't know, it sounds pretty darn cool to me. It's almost turbo-ish going on. But before we wrap up, yeah, you can look down here, you can see it's got a navigation. I'm sure the fancy radio does all these cool things. Give us a call. You want to hear what the radio sounds like. I'm back in the showroom right now. I just parked it. I got my foot on the brake. You see this button down here, Quincy? And we're done. And when I'm ready to go, I leave my foot off the brake apparently, because when I put my foot on it, it goes, no, 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 we don't want you to do that. It flashes red. And I take my foot off the brake, and then the start and stop illuminate, and I'm safe to start the car. This is awesome. I'm sure you want to learn a lot more about it. I don't blame you. Watch the next video, the undercarriage. You can see the money that was spent. I'm glad you stuck around to see these body panels and how straight they are and what an incredible build this is. Give us a call if you have any questions, 702-818-1031. See you next time.